Hey folks, how you doing? Live from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It's Saturday night. How you doing? You were there earlier. I had dinner at ramen chicken katsu. Compliments to my boy Trey. Once again, Trey, thank you guys once again for treating me for dinner. Reason why Trey bought me dinner because I have driven around Johnstown a little bit and all. And basically Trey's a good guy, no question about it. But before I go on though, folks, so how's everybody doing? If you live in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, I hope you're safe because we had like a nasty ice storm. We'll see freezing rain. So if you have to be out tonight, stay indoors. We have streaming service like Netflix, Hulu, Peacock. Wherever you can, keep yourself entertained indoors because driving out on these streets can be very, very dangerous. Woo, man, oh man. So for starters, though, what my mom's going to be today? Goes to old saying that, like I said, one video that no good deed goes unpunished. I'll go back to where, let's see. In fact, I can show you one of the clips I responded to, so they had an idea what I'm talking about. Because I don't want to sound like I'm like talk, boy, blah 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 blah. They just want to talk about this one woman had a brother who saved a woman's life. And there's some very unintended consequences. So check this out.
HR. Yes, that's what happened to my brother. So he works for a company that has an on-site cafeteria on campus. Okay, so it works out great for many of the employees. He and his team, before a presentation, went down for lunch. I think it was a team about 6 to 8. I don't remember the exact number. They went down for lunch, and one of the girls on the team started coughing really bad. Everyone at the table was like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's like, "Yes, yes, yes," until she did this whole motion, right? And then she starts pointing at her throat. So obviously that's the motion of I'm choking, okay? And so my brother quickly gets up because he was sitting next to her and does the Heimlich, which then dislodges whatever that was stuck in her throat, food or some sort. And so she turns around, she say, "Hey, thank you so much." And then one of the other girls took her to the bathroom. He thought that was the end of it. Apparently not. 2 days later, he gets called into HR. He's a little bit confused about what's going on. They stated that there's an investigation open on him for SA. Apparently, she reported him for SA because she felt the touch during the Heimlich was inappropriate. Their bodies were too close, and that she could feel his private. They took his statement. They said they're going to investigate. So he said it took about a week or so. They called him back in, and they said that he was cleared. All right. After that incident, she has been overly nice. She has apologized multiple times. He's already accepted it once, and she keeps apologizing over. Then she's like, "Hey, let me buy you dinner. Let's go out to the movies on the weekend." And I reminded him, don't do it. Never be alone with her. Make sure you're in a group setting. If you can't be alone with her, make sure that there's cameras or you're visible somehow and whatnot. All right. Well, she gets pissed off. All right, because he's keeping it professional, colleague to colleague, okay? And so she comes up to him and says, "You know what? You're being a jerk, okay?" She goes, "I'm trying to be nice to you, okay? And you are just being standoffish and distant. And so basically you're being petty at this point just because I filed a complaint on you." What did she think was going to happen? That they were going to be best buds or something? Yeah. And so I told my brother, document everything and take it to HR. My brother, he saved somebody from choking, then gets a complaint for SA. Then the girl apologizes. Then she now calls him a jerk. I can't even imagine if he had performed the CPR on her and had done mouth to mouth. Oh no. Yep. Be careful. Because I guess next time he's supposed to just like, no, not me. I'm just going to watch you just struggle. That is wild.
Like I said, wow. That sets up a very dangerous precedent. A crime could be taking place. The woman could be female, And because it's things like that, men be reluctant to help a woman. Why? You don't want to catch a charge. We are hardwired to help people who need help, especially women. We're hardwired for it. But between things like that, the HB movement, this rhetoric of women telling men that we ain't crap, this crap that we are a strong, independent woman, and we don't want you men, don't need you men, don't look at us, don't talk to us, don't think about approaching us. And this has been going on for decades. Decades. And guess what? The men hear you loud and clear, and they're walking. I feel so bad for the good women who do want to have a good relationship with men, who do want the men to wife them up. I feel bad for them because they didn't do a thing wrong. It's the ones with the loudest mouths on social media, in some cases, some talk shows, who run their mouths. It's the reason why men say, like, okay, you want nothing to do with us? Deuces. And then you got the nerve to be surprised you can't find a good man. Women right now are shocked. Well, how come men not approach me in bars or offer me a drink? We don't want to catch a charge. We don't want to be accused of getting you drunk or getting drugged up. No, thank you. We have a drink with our friends. That's it. And mind you, I'm not saying that there's no bad actors. There's sleazeballs all over the place, male and female. I found it funny one day that a woman put a post out on X. Talk about like if they have a high body count, it can affect your ability to have a good relationship. And it's kind of weird that mostly women lost their minds. It's funny. And here's the kicker though. The woman who posted the X article said it was not gender specific. It didn't say male, female. Men barely, even respond to it. It's mostly women that lost it. That's hilarious. I feel like, talk about guilty conscience here. Oh my word, that's funny. Yeah, it's so funny. But it's kind of funny. Once upon a time, before things went south, these young girls aspired, do things which is cool. Some want to be nurses, want to be doctors. They want to do real things, which I won't knock them for. There are people say, why are all women who wants to work? I have zero problem with women who wants to work. I have zero problem. If a woman goes to work, I have no problem with it. And my problem is never with women who wants to work. It's the irony where the women got this in their mindset, like, you know what? I'm gonna spend most of my early 20s, playing playing like the town bicycle, meaning she got passed around by a lot of guys like a joint in the High Times Magazine Festival, or spend her young years like working up the corporate ladder. I was like, okay, fine, Danny, but here's the thing that you don't realize. If you want to call yourself want to have a family, do yourself a favor. Don't wait till you get in your 30s to have kids, because it's going to be harder. Women are so surprised, like, why is it so hard to be having kids in my 30s? Because most of your eggs will start to go, a majority of them, when you start hitting your 30s. Hate to tell you this, ladies, the eggs not going to stay around forever. Have you noticed like young girls, like about from age 18 to 25, get pregnant like that? Yes, they get pregnant in a snap. They get pregnant in a heartbeat because they have a lot more eggs. They're a lot more fertile. And keep in mind, though, like their pregnancy is not as difficult on them as you are getting older. If you're in your early 20s and pregnant, it won't be so tough on you unless you got some rare medical problems. If you're in your 30s, and I didn't realize this, there's such thing called geriatric pregnancy. I'm thinking like maybe even your 50s, because there's super rare occasions that women in their 50s get pregnant. Good genes. But no, if you're like past 35 and you're pregnant, yeah, it's a geriatric pregnancy. Geriatric at 35? Because the pregnancy could be complicated. And I'm thinking, wow, that blew my mind. God, I have a friend who, and she don't look geriatric at all. She's a very vibrant young woman. You know, she's a great mother, great wife. And when when she described like, yeah, they call it, the experts call it geriatric pregnancy. I'm like, what? Wow. My point though, like, you can do what you want, but you can't be complaining if you have a hard time finding a good man. You know, there's some men who want to find a woman at a young age so the guy could bear her kids. That's all. If a man is successful, like, you know what? There's another story I want to bring up too, because even I'm going like shaking my head, like, what's with these women? I think I'm originally going to like bring it up upload it later on, but there's no bad time for the president trying to find it and bring that up, because the more I see stuff like this, the more it kind of make me go like, what's with these people? Why they're weird like that? Why they get so ignorant like that? It kind of grates on me though. This is what I call this is why men are the way they are. And this one I'm gonna break down. Check this out.
Date a single mother. You proceeded to tell me that you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you.
Hold it. Okay. You see down here it says, shaking my head, shaming tactic. Oh, you see, shaming by a single mother is good enough to raise you. Okay. Question. Does the word preference ring a bell to you, ma'am?
For you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Let me stop this real quick. This is once again this is not to slam or throw shade at singles mom. No. I'll put it this way though. They make it sound like, no, I deserve the man who is part of the Devil's Club, over 6 feet tall, 6 figures, 6-pack. You know, they say like, you know, single moms deserve that. Here's the thing. You'd be surprised. There are some men, especially young men, who will step up to the plate and say, okay, I'm willing to be a husband, possibly your kid's stepfather. Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you have a humble heart about it, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what doors will be open to you if you humble yourself. Not that they're all arrogant and entitled. There's a difference. If you come across as humbled and all that, yes, you'd be surprised what man will pray in front, will be in front of you in life. You'd be surprised if you come across as humble. But yet, arrogant and all that, you're not gonna attract men. You will attract men, all right. You will attract the wrong men if you have an arrogant attitude about yourself. But unfortunately, there are men who have zero problems humbling you, make you feel worse than what you feel from the beginning. Anyway.
Right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child. So what you do, you be more proactive.
Okay, here's the thing though. There's women who became single moms, but then become successful. Regardless though, her greatest motivation becoming successful is her child. That I have to disagree. I'm not gonna say it'd be easy for the woman. In fact, I'd be agreeable with some sense. It'd be harder for her to be successful, but it's not impossible. Her greatest motivation is her child. But let's go on.
Active. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay, if you're getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. Because women can choose and make a choice. They can say, I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures.
But we're not talking about that.
Thank you. Once again, women can have a preference. But this young man cannot. But keep listening, especially near the end. And you better what? She is so delulu.
That's not the situation that
listen, hold
that's
on.
not
Women can say,
conversation.
I won't date a man less than 5'8".
That's their favorite. There's 2 men. One's tall, broke looking, but a good looking guy. The other guy is short, not too much. Maybe look actually Cedric the entertaining looking guy, but he makes a good money. He's a good hearted dude. I'm sorry, that tall dude's getting picked first.
And a man could be 5'4". Do they care about
What does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
So every time it's saying something for a man,
bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
Yeah.
The car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely.
Okay, this part I have to agree. You could be that dude who's probably does class. It doesn't make you a high value man. You could be below 6 feet. You don't have to be like built like, you know, you work out and you live in the gym. You don't have to have 6 figures. As long as you're a guy who comes in, does the grind, works hard, make sure that your woman does not go without wanting all that stuff. You can't love, respect a woman. That makes you a high value man. But here's the irony. A lot of these women like her don't see that. Women like her and her friend are the types who walk past the average man. I can guarantee you these women has pretty much the same mindset, same attitude as Ebony K. Williams. They say like this, like they give the guy a hard time, say, oh, you don't want to be with a single mom, but your mom's good enough to raise you. Oh, guess what? You talk about saying that about high value man, you have to have all this money, but I bet you any amount of money if a bus driver who actually drives a bus come to any one you women, would you give him like, you know, a second thought? Now, you probably say, that's good, and keep on moving. Don't want to hear it. Listen.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character, and you, brother, are coming up to the sum of 0.
Wow. Wow. And wow. I got a bonus question for these women who love to stand on high horses and like to say, how dare you, choose not to choose to date a single mom. I got a question for these same women. Like, say you have a young son who's doing good in college, doing good in vocational school, doing great in his job. He's pretty much like on his way to becoming very successful. Time goes on, got his first house, got his first car, paid him off cash. But he starts seeing this single mother. Talked to his mom, said, what do you think, Ma? You think I start take things seriously with this woman? She's a single mom. I can promise this that a lot of you women gotta say no. I bet you the mom said, don't you want a child of your own? And I got a bonus for you folks. The same single moms who will be highly offended if a successful man won't date them are some of the same single moms who will not date a man who have kids of his own. So it's okay if the man would take it's okay for a man to date her and take responsibility of raising her kid. It's fine, dandy, but if he has his own kids, or kid at least, and she's a single mom, there's an issue. Sure, okay. Fun things called double standards. Double standards. Okay, now we're done with that part. Who's ready for the Super Bowl? Now, I'll be honest, though. I was kind of hoping for the Steelers to end it this year, but unfortunately, once again, they're not. So, for starters, who believes that Mr. Mike Tomlin should beat it? I mean, now I'm not talking about Michael Jackson beat it. I mean, go. Go. You're done. Go. Let's go. Let me know in the comments down below. Come on, guys. We need the Steelers to be back on the field winning championships like back in the day. And don't get me wrong, the Chiefs and I think the Philadelphia Eagles, they have a shot. In fact, one of my friends, in church, after service came in, dressed him in the Eagles uniform. I hear some calamity. Here comes my friend Jeff. And I hear him say, hey, let's talk, man, let's talk. I looked, he had like an Eagles hat. Philadelphia's Eagle hat, Philadelphia's football jersey. I knew he lost it. I said, okay, I'm walking away now. I was laughing. That's funny. So who do you think's going to get the Super Bowl championship tonight? The Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles? If the Philadelphia Eagles win again, Philly going to be once again rocking. The last time they won, Philadelphia was rocking like crazy. Oh, my word. So, for the Super Bowl, oh yeah, who's gonna watch the Super Bowl halftime? Put your hands up and you go if you gotta watch the Super Bowl halftime. As you know, my hands are staying down. I could care less about those halftime shows. Oh my word! But you got Super Bowl halftime stuff like that. What's going on? I believe it's gonna be one of the more better years. I think, at least for the first 4 years, it's gonna be one of the better years. Other than that, I don't have too much to say because, like, I did most of my talking earlier. Because my friend Trey bought me the chicken katsu from this seafood ramen place. Food was great. Food was outstanding, no question about it. But all in all, I don't have too much more to say though. Has been a good Saturday. I was busy getting things done, running some errands. And overall, like I've been slacking a little bit on uploading videos because I've been tired, I've been busy. And that's why I got this podcast. I did one earlier, in fact, and I was going to do this one. And all in all, the only thing I know I'm going to do tomorrow is like a special. One pertains to Diddy, and the other one pertains to wrestling, or wrestling, as we like to call it. So don't be surprised to see some more uploads from that. These are going to be like extra long uploads, not be the usual like 1 to 5 minute clips. These clips gonna take a while to upload. So I'm probably gonna do that when I get back from church and all that. Try to think. Next week is Captain America: Brave New World. Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America, and believe it or not, the first Black Captain America. I think the character's name is Isaiah Washington. I think. He's going to be in it too. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be Captain America versus the Red Hulk. I'm like, wow. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. I can't wait. It starts the 14th, Valentine's Day. It's kind of appropriate to tell the Hulk is red. But he's not about love. He's about the anger. Oh, man. It's going to be something. Talk about happy, angry Valentine's Day? That's kind of wild to me. What else? Yeah, like I said, I talked about earlier how my last live stream, how like cartel is going to somehow be like trying to be a menace. Someone said like the cartel could take on the United States. I said I don't know who said that because I will call him a liar. Now, for the average citizen, the drug cartels will unalive the average American citizen. In fact, to the average American citizen, the cartels are an Avengers level threat. There's no denying that. There's no denying it. Yes, they are. And people should be afraid. Now, as for them taking on the U.S. military, that's not going to happen. You do not want smoke with. They had to know for a fact the moment for the U.S. military start to turn to their attention, they have a problem. That's the equivalent of a little frog trying to take on a pride alliance. You're not going to win, not remotely close. Just one branch of the U.S. Armed Forces alone can level the cartel. One branch. And one man once said in one of the videos that they will, I repeat, they will do it within 24 hours. Yeah. Now they want to really like desecrate them and humiliate them. Send in special ops or black ops after the cartel in terms of leadership and other infrastructure. And you don't want you don't want the Air Force to get involved. You don't want the Air Force to get involved, that'd be bad. You don't want like the Navy SEALs to get involved, that'd be bad. You don't want the Navy SEALs to get involved, that'd be bad. You don't want the Army Rangers involved, that'd be bad. You want no specialized groups getting in there, that'd be bad. And keep in mind though, if something was bad what happened to one of the military personnel of any of these groups, congratulations. You just gave these people a free pass to wipe you out. Because you may try to bully us and can get away with it, but in terms of anybody in the armed forces, you're not going to bully them. That's the equivalent you try to bully the Grim Reaper and it's going to backfire in the most horrific way imaginable. Okay, let me back up for that because before I'm become what I was. if I'm correct, in Los Angeles, there are protests of illegals from all over different parts of the world, maybe from south of the border, flying up their flags, burning one of ours, while demanding to stay. Number one, come here legally. Then we could talk. Number two, if you're so deeply passionate about your country, maybe in Mexico, Honduras, Venezuela, if you're so deeply passionate about it, if you got fly your flags all over the place, how come you're not your country trying to make a difference if you're so passionate about it? Last but not least, burning our flag is very offensive. Why? Because if a gringo like me go down to Mexico and disrespect that Mexican flag and burn that, it won't be a good ending for me. As I said before, what would happen? Oh, the question is simple. If Mr. Jeffries had to burn down a Mexican flag in Mexico, demanding to be a citizen in Mexico, two things would happen. One, Jeff would be in the Mexican prison for a long time. Two, Jeff won't be found ever again. We get to come here and try to get away with stuff. No. It's kind of funny though how like Obama was called the deporter in chief and deported so many millions of illegals, and people didn't complain that much to make that big of a big federal case about it. Then again, the media pretty much cover Obama. They provide Obama some cover. They didn't say too much. They downplayed the protests and all that, but when somebody else comes along who's not, representative of the donkey party, then the media like report like crazy 24/7 how he's a racist, he's a xenomorph. Meanwhile, the other president in the past deported way more people to him, and they know it. But all in all, I think this country has a shot. This country has a chance of doing good for the next few years. And but it's up to us, the American people, to keep these politicians honest. Now, mind you, these Democrats, they're licking their wounds, they're disoriented. And don't be fooled, folks. These Democrats are plotting their revenge against half of America. Oh, trust me, they are plotting their revenge. They are thinking ways to punish us, ways to humiliate us. They are going to punish us so bad. Like say for Second Armament, you become super successful, make a lot of money. They're going to figure a lot of new ways to take the money away from your pocket and from your family if you're not careful. But for now, the golden age is upon us. We're going to take advantage of it. I recommend you take some be prepared for some things in life. But the golden age is coming up. I say be ready for it. Let me take a quick look at my Facebook page. Wrong phone. Because this phone right here I used to use to the film content. Yeah, this phone here, this old phone, I film content. I've gotten pretty good at it. This one is my actual phone that I do talk to and all. Oh, let me check my lottos. I don't think I'm a millionaire, but I'm gonna take a look anyway. Yep, I'm not. Yep, I'm still not a millionaire. Yep, not remotely close. Okay, first number, nope. Second number, nope. Yeah, the number could have been a Powerball number. It's just a regular number. That sucks. That just sucks. That's why these guys, I don't play with that much because all I do is get frustrated with them. Okay, third number, 1. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, fourth number. Nope. Last number. Nope. Only one stinking number. Yeah, right. What I get for that number? 0. So much for champagne wishes. So much for champagne wishes. Two quick looks here. Who trying to call me now? Oh, that's my boy Trey. Okay. Let's see. That's the weird part. On YouTube, I got no responses, but some for the reason when I go live, I get what's this? That's interesting. That's interesting. This is what I had dinner earlier today. Here we go. Oh, it says I'm live. Nice. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me turn this down. Here we go. Oh. Any comments? I got 10 views. That's all I got today, those 10 views. Come on. I got 16 last week. Let me see. The one from Y8, I did 29 views, which I can't complain too much. So I got any comments? Other than that. So someone told me, I think Trey told me that PlayStation had blackout for a certain period of time, which is like weird, but it's a multi-billion-dollar company. How's that possible? Some said people get paid for that. I don't know. Oh yeah, before I end things, so I'm gonna go and real quick talk about Diddy for a short time. And yeah, another name popped up. Not a name, another allegation by a person who tried to be a successful singer. Diddy had I think allegedly drugged him and all that. I'm thinking like this guy's getting hit left, right, and forward. Like, I'm sorry, you get hit with allegation after allegation after allegation. It's like, what is going on here? Let's see. I don't think I'll find it here, but online, Diddy has a problem. He really, really has a problem, and it's not getting better. Last but not least, seems like Jay-Z is distancing himself from Diddy. The most obvious reason. They went from being best buds to business partners. Now they come more and more distant because most obvious reason. The legal trouble that Diddy's having is going to get worse. And now Jay-Z tried to do his best to circle his wagons around himself so he won't get hit. So in the end, folks, you got to ask yourself this. May 5th of this year, how big this thing with Diddy going to explode? There's going to be no quick trial or anything like that. No. It's going to drag on throughout the summer. Don't be surprised. It's going to drag out throughout the summer, right into the fall. Other than that, folks, I got to end it right here because, not going to lie, I'm getting so sleepy from that big dinner I ate, the chicken katsu. I ate some dip and all that. But other than that, folks, I'll talk to you soon. I'll probably do another live stream most likely next week. Saturday midnight, have something more better. Until then, folks, see you the flip side. Share, like, subscribe.